Hello, I'm Dr. Priscilla. Today I will read the 5 keys to being a great basketball coach. This was written by author Tony Fryer. If you want your youth basketball team to have an all-star experience all season, there are a wide range of ideals you need to focus on to make the experience as positive as possible. Here are 5 ways that you can be an all-star basketball coach. All-star qualities. Sportsmanship. Remember basic courtesy and good manners. Use your practices and games to reinforce these basic principles. Make sure your players can give a firm handshake with eye contact to officials and opposing coaches, as well as a high five to opposing players. Teamwork. Teach your players that we over me is what most often leads to us over them. In team sports competition, encourage your players to be selfless and supportive teammates in both losing and winning efforts. Positive attitude. Life is not fair, and basketball is worse. Help your players get over it and still do what they need to do to succeed. Playing sports is one of the best ways to practice overcoming adversity and preparing to handle tough times in life. Humor helps. Respect. Pay it forward and get it back. How a coach interacts with other adults, coaches, parents, and officials will naturally influence the behavior of your players. Be mindful that you are a role model and are always being watched. Insist that your players respect coaches, officials, and opponents like you do. Have the courage to enforce your rules with every player and parent involved with your team. Coaching philosophy. Want a surefire way to be a great youth coach? Lighten up. Here's a tip. Not one of your games will be Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Billions of people don't even know you exist, let alone feel that your practices and games are important. Recreational league and even elite travel team coaches should understand that kids want to play sports and to have fun. Let your players figure things out. Ask questions, but don't give instructions or answers. Stop teaching so much and give your players a chance to learn. Watching them grow will be fun for you too. Communication. Have a team meeting to start the first practice of the season, or as soon as possible thereafter. Limit your post-game analysis to positive things that occurred in the game and deal with what went wrong by establishing a specific goal to work on starting at the next practice. Ask parents to delay or even eliminate the dreaded post-game interview with their child. When you need to correct a player, use the compliment sandwich. State something positive the player did well. Give a very specific correction. Then restate the first positive thing. Continuing education. All-star coaching requires continuing education. I have been privileged to learn the game of basketball from 7 coaches who are in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Each one of them was always striving to learn more. In your efforts to learn, make sure the substance of the material is appropriate for the skill, age, and maturity level of the players that you coach. Use resources. There are several organizations that offer assistance to youth coaches. Do an online search for youth coaching information sources. Read books, watch videos, and attend coaching clinics in person whenever possible. 1 hour online could make you a better coach. Practices. Play to learn, play to practice, and you will win when you play in games. Remember how much fun you had growing up when you used to just go outside and play with your friends? We advocate using the compete to learn approach to practice. It lets kids play and have fun while competing. This type of practice, using competitive drills, does a better job of preparing players to compete in real games. Technically, this is called transference. What you do in practice carries over into what you do in games. Individual skills. Want to improve your team's ball handling? Games like dribble knockout are very popular. Every player must have his or her own basketball. Coach starts the game. Every player must dribble constantly. Stay in bounds and try to knock the ball away from all other players in the game. Lose control of your basketball or go out of bounds and you're eliminated. Boundaries for 10 to 12 players could start at half the court. After several players are eliminated, the boundary is reduced to only inside the 3-point area. Boundary is reduced again to the free throw lane. Finally, when there are just 2 players left, they play the finals in the free throw half circle. Team concepts. Run half your offense by playing 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, restricted to one side of the floor. For example, make even by size and ability teams and conduct a 10-minute tournament using an action like the pick and roll. Allow for 20-second timeouts and allow players teach themselves how to make the play work. Game strategy. Keep it simple. KISS. Basketball is a simple game. Keep it simple. If you are a regular reader of the instructional material, you might think that you need to have lots of practice drills and a complicated or intricate system to win games. No, you don't. Establish 1 or 2 alignments and 3 or 4 actions, and that's it. At the youth level or even in the NBA, most successful coaches try to have their team master a few simple things. 8 to 10-year-olds can do this successfully. Try KISS at your next practice and even in your next game. Your team will show instant improvement. Simple transition offense. Fast break, press break. Score a layup in less than 5 seconds without dribbling. Simple half-court offense. Ball movement, teamwork. Everyone must catch and make a pass before anyone can shoot. The best offense ever designed. Give the ball to Michael Jordan and get out of the way. You can't get much more simple than that. However, that is an actual play, as it is part of the complicated triangle offense. The triangle is a pattern motion offense that has several basic actions, such as give and go, pick and roll, and give the ball to Michael and get out of the way, otherwise known as a clear out. By the way, that offense has won 9 NBA championships, and you, even as a youth recreational league coach, can run some of its actions to win games in your league. Make all-star memories. The experience of playing on a youth sports team can affect a child's development as a person. How will you affect your players' communication, cooperation, goal setting, and work ethic? How will your players remember this experience 10 years from now? Most won't remember the score. If your team employs the ritual of getting together after every game for ice cream or pizza, takes a field trip to a college or pro game, or attends a movie together, your players will remember those good times long after they forget the score of the game. Parents sometimes enjoy these social events more than the kids. Thank you for listening. This is Dr. Priscilla. If you'd like to have the printout of this along with the activities, especially if you're an IELTS learner, please contact me at my Skype ID, Priscilla0856. That's PRISCILLA 0856. Request a copy of the printout and a free class. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.